Understand you soon, it won't be long. Keep on, keep running. Running and running.
Hi guys, we're going to look at my maths homework, okay, for ratio. So, firstly, equivalent ratio. We're just looking to see what we've got. Write down the ratio of black to blue beads. So my black's going to come first. It's first in the question. So how many black beads have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And blue beads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 to 4. Okay. So write down the ratio. I'm just writing down what it is. Okay. Write down a different ratio equivalent to 14 to 6. Now what I'm going to look to do is I can simplify this, or I can make it go bigger. Okay. Multiply it out. I'm going to simplify it. If I divide both of the sides by 2, I'm going to simplify the ratio down. So 2 goes into 14 7 times, 2 goes into 6 3 times, and that's simplified, and it's a different ratio. Okay, it's exactly the same equivalency. Okay, so if I doubled this, I would end up at 14 6. Okay, write down a different ratio to 9 12. I'm going to simplify again. Okay, so 3 goes into 9 3 times, 3 goes into 12 4 times. Next one, write down a different equivalency. Again, I'm going to simplify. 25 and 15, 5 goes into 25 5 times, 5 goes into 15 3 times. Okay, which one is the odd one out? 8 to 41, 6 to 30, 2 to 10, 5 to 25, 1 to 5. Okay, now the first thing that jumps out at me is all of these pretty much, okay, other than this one. This one just doesn't seem right to me because I've got a 41 here. Okay, so that's initially what I'm going to say. 8 to 41. Okay, what's my logic for that? Let's look at the left hand side ratio. 1 to 2, I'm doubling it. I doubled 5, that makes 10. 1 to 5, I'm timesing it by 5. 5 times 5 gives me 25. That makes sense. 1 times 6 gives me 6. So 6 times 5 gives me 30. And then 1 times 8 gives me 8. So 5 times 8 gives me 40, not 41. Okay, so mark that. On to the next question, question 2. Using ratio, complete the table for this pattern. So 1 blue bead to 3 black beads gives me 4 beads in total. Okay, so I'm going to just fill this one in. So if I had 2 black beads, I've doubled that ratio, so I'm going to do 6, which gives me 8. If I had 3, I've times it by 3, so I'm going to times this by 3, which gives me 9, and that's going to give me 12. And hopefully you can see what's happening here. Okay, I'm looking to say what is the function between the two ratios that I've got. Now on this one I've got 18, and I can pick any of these ratios. I could say 3 times 6 gives me 18. Okay, or I could say 9 times 2 gives me 18. So I could just double the ratio above it, which would be easier for me to do. So 9 times 2 gives me 18. 12 times 2 gives me 24. 3 times 2 gives me 6. And to check it, 6 plus 18 will equal 24. This one, I can't do anything with the ratio above, so I'm going to go back to the first ratio. 1 times 7 gives me 7. 3 times 7 gives me 21. 4 times 7 gives me 28. And on this one, how did I get from 4 to 44? I've multiplied it by 11. 3 times 11 is 33. 1 times 11 is 11. And again, if I add those two together, I get my 44. The question on the right, for every blue bead, there are how many black beads? So for every blue bead, there are 3. If I can get the blue beads down to 1, I can say how many black beads there's going to be. So for every 1 blue bead, there is 3 black beads. And I can see that in the pattern up here. The ratio of blue beads to black beads is, the simplest form, is the one at the top there. So it's 1 blue bead to 3 black beads. Okay, and that's the ratio homework done.